I hope we are started. Hello, hello. Yeah. Do let me know whether my voice is clear and audible or not, or if we have any issues with the voice or something. Yeah, so, yeah. Okay. So I hope my voice is clear and yeah. So, hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. In the previous video, we were working on the UI of our portfolio application. Okay. We have created a sample app which was right here, right? The sample app was having dark activity like this, and we had experience, okay. And similarly, we were having this education folder, and we were having achievements folder, okay. Now, in this video, we will be understanding about this particular navigation function that you guys were have already done, but we will be understanding its basics, how exactly this navigation is occurring, or how to navigate between screens in an efficient manner. And we will be also, adding a sort of animation while we will be navigating through the different screens. Okay, so let's understand how to do that. First of all, we have already created this basic UI. Okay, as you might have done. If you still have not done, you can uh, write it, or you can watch my videos to get the code, or otherwise you can just directly, get the code from GitHub. There also the code will be available. I'll link my GitHub right there. Okay, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my GitHub. From there, you can get this code if you need. Okay. And I really want that you guys should be having your own code. Why? Because it will help you guys practicing out. Okay. So make sure you get the code from there. Okay. It is available in my repositories file. So it's very important for you guys to start coding with me parallelly, so that when we will be clearing out the basics, or when we will be working with the basics, it will be very beneficial for you guys to work with me parallelly, and creating apps simultaneously while we are streaming. By this, your project will be also done, and your fundamentals will also be cleared. Okay. Yeah, so what we have are going to do here, we will be starting with creating, this particular notifications. Like, see, as you can see here, I was adding a list of skills that we can, show off in our uh, skills part, and we can even create the same for applications as well. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add that things over there. Like this, it will be, very fun to work with. Okay. So what we are going to do here is, firstly we will go back to our main activity, which is here. Okay, inside this main activity we have multiple files, multiple code which we have done in the previous videos. And here it states about the dark mode and the themes and all. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is we will be starting with the experience button. Okay, this is the experience button that I was talking about. Now inside this experience button we have different things that we have to work with. For example, the experience part of it. So what we will be adding here, we will be adding, where, let me open the emulator. We will be having, firstly changing the text, because in every single slide, I don't want this portfolio app should come. I want this experience should be here. And then for achievements, the achievements should be there. Okay. So that's what we are going to do in the initial purpose. Okay, so what we are going to write here is, we are going to firstly create a string that you can, just copy paste and write over there. Okay, so how exactly you're going to do that? First of all, we'll go to the, let me show project. Inside the project, you firstly have to go to the XML file which you have. Okay, so inside this XML file, we are going to firstly define the title, okay, that we will be using over there. Okay. So inside this we have this level. So inside this we have res inside we have strings. Okay. So yeah, you have app name over there, right? So what I'm going to do here is instead of adding an app name, I'll be writing skills, experience, achievement, and education. So these things are already present. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to head on to the main file. Okay. So activity inside we have this activity skills. Let's go to the activity skills over here. Okay. And inside this activity skills, what you can do here is you can change the name as well and many first. Yeah. So here you can see we have skills activity and the theme we have is no action bar. Okay. So theme dot design and no action bar, but I'm not gonna keep that. What I'm going to write over there is firstly I'm going to write Android dot label. Okay. So Android dot label inside the label, uh, not dot, actually it will be a column dot label. Inside the label, I am going to write at the rate strings dot, where is the experience? It is the experience. Okay. And let's check. Let's go to the experience. Okay. So we have to, restart the app. Let's pause the activity and restart the app. Like that, it will give us that experience file. Okay, so what you have to do here is you have to first of all change the strings, but as you know, we have already changed out the strings. Okay, so yeah, it says it has launched successfully, but I don't think so. It has launched over here. Okay, so yeah, now I'm going to do what? I'm going to close everything and restart it. So that not over there in this pixel here I need. Okay, I hope my video is still clear. Yeah. So this is the application and inside the experience, yeah, you can see we have experience over there. So we are getting experience. Similarly, we are going to do for all. I'm going to write Android simple. I'm going to just copy paste this line. So Android dot label. So instead of string, I'll write over here an education. Okay. And similarly achievements. So we have achievements over here. Okay, so achievements, education, experience, and here we will be having skills. So let's keep it as the design and Android dot label. Let me just paste that line over here and skills like that. Okay, and we will be removing this line as well for now to see whether changing in UI is any, affecting it or not. Yeah, I'll click on restart activity and let's give it a minute or something to, properly restart and work efficiently over here. So experience we are getting, then skills we are getting like that. See, skills I was already doing some part. I'll be telling you how exactly that text got there. So yeah, achievements also we are getting. So this is the basics how we have done this. Now if I will switch it into the dark mode, see, you're getting skills, you're getting experience, you're getting education, and even you're getting achievements. Okay, so yeah, that part of it is done. Now let's do one thing. Let's try to add, some what you say. I actually forgot the word. Animation, yeah. Let's add some animations into it, like how exactly it should look, and how to add, some basic animations. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go inside this res folder. Inside this res folder, we are going to add an like yeah. Let's check whether drawable layout values and XML. Okay, so we don't have that currently. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a new folder. Okay, so Android resource directory to be precise, and directory name will be, instead of values it will be anim. Okay, so I'll be adding anim. So this is basically an animation. Inside this anim, I'm going to create a file that will be, slide in, because so inside this I'm going to add new animation, sorry, resource file, and I'm going to write slide underscore in.xml. Okay, so slide in.xml, like that I'm going to add inside that. And now inside this file, you can see we have basic code already written. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write translate. After this translate Android dot from x delta, we are going to write that you to translate from x delta 100% p, okay, to Android y delta, like from x to x, not we can go right to from to x delta. Okay, so we will be going into 0. So from 100% to 0%, you have to go. Okay, and duration will be for about 3 seconds. So duration I'll add Android duration. So after this, I'm going to add Android duration. Why it's not working? Duration will be about 300. Okay, so that will be our duration. So yeah, this is the basic translate that we have created over here. What it says convert text into C data. Now let's try this. What exactly it has done over here. C data? No, I don't need C data. Like it as it is. Okay, so we have written a basic transition animation that that it will be sliding in or sliding out like that. Now to apply this transition, what I am going to do here is I'm going to head back over to our Android manifest.xml file. Inside this, I'm going to add a theme. Okay, so here we have in the skills, we don't have themes. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to write Android theme. So inside the theme, I'm going to write Android style. So Android style slash animation theme dot translucent. Okay, so animation style, inside that I'm going to write theme dot translucent. So translucent, like that we are going to add the theme. Okay, what you can do, you can use intent with animation. So in your main activity, when you are starting a new activity, use the override pending transition, okay, to apply this particular animation that we have created. Okay, so how exactly you can do that? We will be heading off to our main activity.kt file. Inside this, here you see, that we have intent, and inside this intent, it says skill activity Java. Now, what I can do, I can write over here is I can write override pending transitions. Okay, and inside this, I can write r.anim. Okay, r.anim dot slide in, like that. Okay, so slide in, we are basically going to add two animations as of now, but yeah, you can see we have created slide in.xml and we are adding it. So why it's saying, maybe it will ask for import or something. Create function override pending. Okay, so let me check. No, it should basically not require this. So let me see why exactly it's not going with the flow. Okay, so Uh, let's see why this anim is not working. Okay, sorry, I have added the wrong spelling. Okay, so anim dot slide in. This part is working. And what exactly you have to add? You have to create one more file over there. Add, and it will be slide out. So slide underscore out dot xml. Okay, so slide out dot xml, we have created slide in. Now we are going to create slide out. So for slide out, you have to do a minor change. Okay, in the slide in part, you remember we were going in the slide in, we were going from x delta 100% to 0%. It will be complete opposite in this part. So in slide out, we will be going translate. Inside the translate, I'm going to write Android from X delta, that is 0% or 0, we will be keeping like that, to Android X delta, that is 100, that to negative. So negative 100% like that. Okay. And then, yeah, the same Android transition time. So it will be having a duration. So Android duration will be about 300. So that is 300, 3 seconds to be precise. Okay. So we have added this translation slide in and slide out activity. Now what you have to do here is you have to make sure that whether this file is working or not. To do that, we will be going to our activity. Inside this activity, it should be override pending transition, and inside this we are going to write r dot anim, and inside this we are going to write slide out. Firstly we added slide in, now we are going to add slide out file over here. Okay, so what exactly is it throwing us any sort of error? I don't think so. Let me check. Okay, so yeah, it's not throwing any error. So we are going to reload it to see how exactly it's gonna work. Okay, so yeah, we actually made modifications in the Android manifest file. So we need to restart it and I mean reinstall and restart the app. Then only the changes can be implemented. So we are going to do the same. We are going to implement the changes over here and then we are going to relaunch it. So yeah. Okay, so what exactly happened over here? So maybe we had some issue shutting down virtual machine. In app contact we had theme descent. Okay, maybe there is an issue related to some themes and all. Whenever you will feel this kind of error or whenever you get an error, it's way more better to, instead of finding the answer by yourself, instead of that you can just search it somewhere, or you can get the output on you. Either you can do for ChatGPT, it will be telling you the output. Like in this case, this indicates that there is an issue with the theme that we are using in the skills activity. Okay, and what it says, you need to use theme.app contact app compact to clear it. Okay, so what you can do here is, we to ensure that we have to fix it, you can in the side our skills activity we can do a lot of changes over here. Don't get confused with whatever I'm saying, just it is, we were having this theme over here, right? This particular theme, dark theme, light theme. But what exactly happened over here, when we implemented this animation, that thing is overlapping somewhat. Okay, because at that same time it's changing the theme is all, and also transitioning is also happening. So that's why it's throwing us that error. Okay, so what you can do here is, you can go to the Android manifest and let's see theme not translucent, and we have style slash app theme. So we have to see what error it gives us. So so what you can do, you can either put the changes, like if I will remove this animation, it will be good to go, because then we will be not overlapping anything else. Okay, but what you can do here is that What else you can do over here is you can either do that, inside your app compact activity, which is in this skills activity file, where it exactly? Skills activity.kt file over here. Okay. Let's just wait for that for a minute. Inside this, what you can do here is you have to make sure that you have a base class, you know, looking for something like that, like night mode or night mode on or night mode off, like that you can add. Then it will be not giving you that error. But until and unless you are not going to add that, it's going to give us the error. I'm I'm waiting this live during my hey. Hi Akhil, what you're saying? I'm waiting for this live during my internship. Okay. So I exactly didn't understood what you said, Akhil. But maybe you are saying that I'm waiting for this internship for this live during my internship, or I wanting this live. So yeah, make sure. But if you're saying waiting, then yeah, thanks very much for waiting, and we will be creating good and amazing applications in Android. So yeah, stay tuned and don't miss the videos. If you are having any doubts, then yeah, you can comment down as well. So that's it. Now let's check what error we were getting. Let's do one thing for now. Let's not go towards adding that, animation. Let's keep it simple, because to add that animation, we have to do a lot of changes into the file. And already we have, declared a dark mode. That's the main reason why that dark mode is giving you that error. And obviously, when you will be like, yeah, now it's working, you can see. And similarly, experience is working, and yeah, education is also working. Now we will be adding the text over here into this list. I know it's not perfect right now, but as now we are not basically creating a full complete best app. We are just working, as a skills and answer. We are going to just clearing out the concepts, how exactly to insert elements and all and all. So I'm not right now focusing on the design part here, but main concept, my main intention is that you guys should understand how to add this list and how you can add elements and all inside our application, so that when we will be working on the more advanced level and more extreme level, it will be very easy for you guys to create complex and even advanced applications on your own. Okay. So now, as we saw, we have experience. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to add the experience in this file. So what I'm going to do, firstly, let me close these all files out, and we will be just keeping our experience files. Okay, so we have experience activity, and we have, let me check layout. Yeah, inside layout, we have experience activity experience.xml. So these both files are just needed as of now. Okay. So firstly, I'm going to do here is I'm going to remove this text view so that you can have this clear view layout, clear view over here. Okay. So let's check. Inside this, we have activity skills as well. So what exactly I have done in this activity skill file is that we have created a layout, linear layout, okay, and we have given some ID to that linear layout. Then we have provided some layout width, height, and orientation. After that, we have given padding and margin, and we have, defined them some of the basic things like constraints. Okay, constant bottom to end of, constant horizontal bias, start and to start a strategy. This is what making it, this is just making it to start the text from here, like exactly this position. If you really want to keep it little up, you can even implement that changes. As you saw, as soon as I shifted it, the values are changing itself. So I'm going to keep the values exactly here. Okay, little more up. So yeah, this will be the values that we are going to work with. So yeah, similarly, we can just, copy the same orientation, and you can just either do one thing, either paste the orientation over here. So this is just the basic linear layout, and instead of adding skills layout, I'll be changing it to experience layout. So experience layout. So we have changed it to experience layout. Now we will head back to our experience activity file. Okay. Inside experience activity file, we have to see what is happening over here. Okay. So what I have done in the skills activity file here is I have declared skills. Inside the skills, I have written a list. I have created a basic list. Okay. You remember why we learned list? That's the reason. Like I want to store list. So we are storing list particles like full stack development, Flutter development, Firebase, machine learning, problem solving, critical thinking, API integration, and all these things, blah, blah. You can add skills of your own, whatever you have, desired skills, and you can start working with it. So what I have done here is I have added, skills and all. And similarly, after this, we have created a loop. What you have created a loop? So you want that every single element of the list should be printed separately. Okay. That is what happening over here. So what you can do here is you can just come back to this experience activity. Inside this experience activity, you can add experience, whatever you want to add. Just I am going to write the code and so what we are going to do here is inside, let's see, we are going to define by writing out the experiences of whatever you want, like whatever companies you guys have worked with, or if you are freshers, you can, just can add the dream companies you want to work with, all these things. Okay. So that will be the thing which you can add over there. Okay. So yeah. What you will be doing here is you can add a list of, okay, like how we will be starting off by creating an experience layout. Okay, so I'll be writing val experience layout, experience layout, sorry, experience layout, capital layout. So this is a variable, then I'll write find value by id. Inside that I'm going to write linear layout because it's a linear layout. And inside this, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to ask it to get elements by its particular ID, like r dot id. What was the ID exactly? Experience layout. So we are going to get that particular ID. So experience layout like that. Now, after this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a list of what exactly we have done over here. Okay. So what you can do here is you can add val experience. So val experience like that equals to list of, okay. Inside this list of, we are going to create a list of elements, whatever we have. So I'm going to firstly write in a simple format as a mentor. Okay. So I am a mentor at GeeksforGeeks. So I'll be adding a mentor, comma, the company name. So Geeks for Geeks like that. Okay. So Geeks or Geeks like that. We can add this, and then after that what you can do, you can either add a backslash n and date of time. So like may, sorry, it's not backslash n, so geeks for geeks backslash n. Then you can add may uh, or whatever, like you can add your own date since when you're working and since when you started. And also I started in August 2021, like that. So 2021 till present. Okay, still present like that. We can add like this statement, and then what you can do, you can add more data, whatever you have over here. Okay, like I'll be adding full stack developer, comma, then you can add your company name, whatever you were having. So basically, I worked for a company called I'll be adding that later on. So instead of that, full stack developer, I'll just add a date. Okay. I'll add a date when I started working. I started working in Feb 2023. And then we are going to write like 3 months, Feb, March, April, May. Yeah. So May 2023, like that. So you can add like that, and you can just, print on many things. Like if you want to add a lot of experiences or you want to create a list, you can add many things like campus ambassador. These things, are not usually called. So like, yeah, Cisco virtual internship, like that. Like that, you can add. And yeah, for that also, \n and Jan 2022, say. So whenever you want, like Jan 22 to, let's add 6 months, June 2023. So all these things, like you can create your own experience list, and like that, your list will be done. And after creating a list like this, you will be just, adding it. So what I'm going to do, I am going to add this list inside a loop. So what loop we will be adding? We will be adding for experience, experience in experience, like that. Experience in experience. Okay, this is what I'm going to add. So val text view. So inside the text view, we are going to write text view. Okay, text view. This will be having the context that we are going to add. So text view dot text. So we are going to add the text over there, and equals to what? Experience. So whatever experience you have, you are going to add that particular text inside it, and then you can add your own style. So add view dot style. So text view. Why it's throwing us a red sign? What error it's encountering right now? So yeah, we'll see. Add names in comment to call arguments. Let's do one thing. Let's complete the statement. Then we will be adding more things over there. Like if you still don't have or don't know what to add, what not to add, you can just, copy this thing from here again, and it should be good to go. Like, yeah, val skills equals to text view, this, and then you have dot skill, then you also text view the text it, like that you have added. Okay, so if I'll go back and if I'll see skills inside this, you have merge stack. Okay, then you have this one. And what exactly is this? This part over here is this dot, which you can see, right? This dot. It's because it's printing in the form of list. So that's why we are printing it like that. And you can even format it according to you, but our main, focus is not there. So I'm just going to keep it simple and easy for you to, so it won't be having any issues. So inside this, what I'm going to add, I'm going to just basically use this text view from there, and the code I'll paste it just like that. Okay, so apply a defined style, experiment test, and add padding. These are the paddings over here. And still why it's throwing the error? Maybe just because of this. So let's see. Inside this for loop, everything looks great. Then why? Yeah, it should be visible right here. Where exactly is the problem we having? Where's the app? Yeah, I really want to terminate the app as of now. I just want to focus. Yeah, what says expecting member declaration? So in the line 22, member declaration. So in the for loop, maybe it is expecting something else which I have missed in case by chance. But that should not be the case because we were working exactly fine, and yeah, it was working great. So yeah, let's see experience activity. Inside that we have fun on create, and then we have bundle. Everything looks good from there, and yeah, for experience in this, Let's just work it. Let's do one thing. I'll just, copy this and I'll paste it from there. Still, it's not giving us the proper output. Why, let's see. Okay. Experience is fine. Experience is working great. Then in this for loop also things was fine. Now, what was the issue? Let's see. As of now, it's is it fine now? It still needs a little update. Yeah. So yeah, now it's fine. Okay. So what has to be done over here is we first of all need to see where we are missing out the parameters. Let's check. Okay, we mm, experience we have text view after text view we had the list that we wanted to print. Yeah, it was fine. Now after this, why it didn't work out? Let's type it again. So I write for. Okay. So inside the for we had a for loop. So yeah, function must have a name. This is not a function, right? It's just a simple for loop. Why it's having that same error. Let's do one thing. Let's run this line of code over here. Let's see whether it's working or not. That file is still giving you the error over here. Okay, so let's try it on different file. Instead of writing it in experience, let's open and let's go to education activity. Inside education activity, let's do that. Okay. So what we are going to do, we are going to add this over here. Yeah, it's not giving us that error. Okay. Yeah, I got the error. Why we were getting the error? It is because why we were getting the error because we forgot to keep the data inside this file. Like all the data that we have created, value and everything, it gets stored under this curly brackets. That was the main issue why I was, unable to type it or I was getting error. Where exactly is the code? Yeah. So cut from there and yeah, here after this line paste. So now you can see it is not giving us that error. Yeah, for once I was shocked that why we are getting this error, what we have done over there. So experience, okay. What you say it's style, more actions. So yeah, text view dot experience text apply define style. Okay, so I have to see whatever styles I can add in that or not. Okay, so in for experience. Okay, so let's just copy this name from there. Copy that name and we will be pasting it out. So yeah, for experience in let's for experience in experiences. Okay, now it will be fine. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to return a text view. Inside the text view, we will be having the text which will be experience. And then after that, we are going to define a style. Okay. And that style will be having our own text, which is style text. Okay. Text dot experience text. So what you can do inside this style file, where is the style? Res drawable, not drawable, inside drawable values. Inside the values, you have styles, right? So you can add your own style over there, and then yeah, you can just start, with the code and all. So instead of writing all that style and all, I'll not be adding the styles as of now. So we'll just keep it little simple. Yeah. So this will be the layout that we are going to use. So we have experience and experiences, then that's it. Let's hit run. Experience activity is also cleared, right? Yeah. Let's hit on experience and yeah. So you can see that we are getting a little text. It says mentor, geeks for geeks and all and all and all. And yeah, so you can even, add on the size over here. So text view dot text size. So text size should be about 17 pixels. Oh, sorry, 17F, I guess. Yeah. So let's reload. So yeah, now you can see it's little more clear and you can still increase the size if you need to. Yeah, no, that does not look good. So 18 is 17 was fine. And yeah, you can see we are getting our own experiences and you can, even highlight it, bold it, or what you can do, is you can store the different dates into multiple lists. Like this is the list one, this will be the list two. You can call out the function for experience and experiences for every line of this code. After that runs, you can, just run the value once and you can iterate it so that this text will be highlighted and the next text will be remaining small. Like that also you can even do it. Okay, so but yeah, that I leave all up to you because I want that you guys should also practice it out and you guys should also figure that what exactly is happening and how things are working over there. Okay, so that is what we have in achievements. Then you can add in education and achievements also we will be adding. So what I can do, I'll be creating the file for achievements. This time it will be very simple. Okay, so this time it will be not that difficult and already you guys have understood what exactly we are doing. So we have given the layout parameters which says that we should match the parent and wrap the content height and size wise. Okay, so that's what is telling us about. Now we have activity done, activity skills done, skills activity done. Let's open the achievements. So we'll click activity achievements. Inside this activity achievements, you will be adding achievement one and the description, achievement two and the description, and achievement three and the description. So like that, you can create a sort of a list which will be printing out the names properly. Okay. Let's do one thing. Let's create the same old linear layout format that we had in the previous part. So I'll be adding this match parent and the ID. So I'm going to write ID of this. ID will be plus ID plus ID slash achievements layout. So achievements layout. Okay. So this will be the achievements layout that we will be having. And after this, we have the width and the height is done. You can even add the margin. So margin will be about 5 dps. And after the margin, you can add the orientation. So orientation, orientation is also assigned actually. You can add the padding. Padding is there. Padding, you can add 16 dp. Like that, you have the padding. And now you have to specify the basic constraints over here, like layout bottom to bottom, parent to parent, that one and all. So that you can just copy paste from this education experience activity. So we have experience activity. Inside this, you have this layout. You can just copy that from there, and you can paste it here. Okay, so paste. So this is what the linear layout we will be having. Our linear layout is done, and now inside this achievements dot activity achievements dot xml file. So activity achievements, yeah, this file. Inside this, we will be adding a basic activity, whatever you have. The lines of code will be same as the old one. So we have like val achievements activity layout, like achievements layout instead of activity. So achievement layout. We are going to write it by find view by ID. Inside the ID, I'm going to write linear layout because that was a linear layout. Now inside this, I'll write r.id dot, you can add achievements layout like that. So this will be our very own achievements layout. Then after this, what we are going to do here is we are going to create a val achievements. Okay, like that. Now inside that we will be again adding a list of elements, like whatever you have, list achievements and all and all and all. Okay, so hi, relaxing Quran reflections. Hi, I'm great. You say what's going on? And yeah, talking about the course, so we have started the Flutter, sorry, not Flutter. We have started the Kotlin course. It's been about 6 to 7 days, I guess. It's seventh or eighth day. So till now we have completed the basic fundamentals. Okay, we have understood all the variables, oops concepts, and the things required, prerequisites of Kotlin, basic knowledge of Kotlin. And as of now, we have understood that how to, create a basic design over here. You can see buttons, text, and all. Even we have uh, understood how to add the dark mode on and off and all. And now we have, in this video, we were supposed to understand this navigating through screens, but the part has already been cleared and there was nothing much. So I have already understood how we were exactly navigating. Okay, I'll be clearing that part as well within a minute. So that was the part, and now we are just understanding how to add list and text inside different kinds of screens. Till now we were adding text here in the linear layout. Right now we are adding text from directly activity achievements.kt file. We are not, writing from drag and drop method and all. We are writing the proper code that we have understood in the previous sections, like where we were understanding the fundamentals. There we have understood, and similarly we are going to continue with that. Okay, like yeah. So this is the basic achievements list that I have created. You guys can create more if you need. So yeah, paste like that. You can have achievement 4, 5, and 6 like that. You can add a lot and lots of achievements. Right now I'm just trying to make you understand how we are adding text and what's going on. What's the course guideline? Did you complete it Flutter and React Native? Okay, so first of all, the course guidelines, talking about the course guidelines, it's just our main focus is that we are going to start Android development from basics till advanced, not advanced, I'll say intermediate level, like the level from where you can create your own applications, and then it all depends on your practice. The more you will be practicing, the more it will go. Okay. And talking about myself, so yeah, I have done Flutter as well. I have even created the course of Flutter in the channel as well as other courses as well. And yeah, React Native, I know little bit, but that's not one of my main languages. I know how to use React Native, React and all. I have worked with React, but not with React Native, to be precise. You can say I know the language, but not that good. I am good in Flutter, and now as you can see, I'm teaching you guys Kotlin. So yeah, I know Kotlin as well. Okay. So continuing to the lecture, we have achievements done. Then similarly, I am going to create a loop. So I'll write for achievement. So achievement in achievements, that list we have created over here. Inside this, what we are going to write, we are going to write val text view. We are going to define a text view which will be having the text that we are going to just create. So text view. After this text view, I'll write this. Okay. And this text view dot text. Okay. Now we are going to print that text, and we are going to call that value as whatever the text will be stored will be achievements. So inside the text view, the text which will be stored will be called achievements. Okay. So after writing this text also, we just have to, define text view or layout parameters. So layout params means parameters. So what I'm going to write, I'm going to write linear layout like that. So it will be capital N. Linear layout dot layout parameters. Inside the layout parameters, what parameters I'm going to write? I'm going to again write linear layout dot layout params dot match parent. Okay, so we have to match the parent inside the linear layout. Similarly, we are going to write wrap content as well. Okay, so yeah, paste linear layout dot linear uh, parameters, and we are going to wrap content. So wrap underscore content like that. Okay, so after this, we are going to wrap the content and it will be comma separated file. So yeah, this is how we are going to write the parameters. Now after this parameters, we are going to write text view dot set padding, because obviously we need to add padding. So it will be 0 to comma 8, 0, comma 8, comma 0, comma 0. Okay, so it's just like left, top, right, bottom. Okay, so from left or right we have given 0, and from top to bottom we have given 8. So that is the padding that we are providing. After this, I'm going to write achievements layout dot add view. Inside the add view, what we are going to add? Text view. So after the full modification is done, we are going to add this layout text view inside the achievements layout that we have created over there. Okay, you can even add your own. You can even increase the text size if you want. So you will be having this text size as 17 AF. If you want, you can add that as well. So it will be text size. So let's see what text view. First of all, I will text view dot text size, and it will be for 17F. Okay, so that will be the text size, and activity is also clear. So let's do one thing. Let's reload the app to see whether we are getting the achievements or not properly. So yeah, I'll click on achievements. Yeah. So you can see we are getting achievement 1 description, achievement 2 description, 3, 4, 5 that. So like this, we are successfully able to add text in the particular files using the main Kotlin file. We are not using any sort of drag and drop methods and all. So that is what we are doing. Now talking about the navigation, little bit what exactly works, how navigation works over here. So inside this navigating part, we have some of the things. Like for example, here, what is the time frame? I'll be adding, a comment down below that at this particular time frame, we have just cleared out the basics regarding the, animation. Oh, sorry, I'm talking about this navigation. So what we are doing inside this navigating part, we have created a button. Okay, buttons we have whatever buttons that we are going to use to navigate through screens. Like in this case over here, we have this buttons like skills button, text button, education button, and all. So we have declared a button and we have the ID of this particular button. Now, after getting this ID, what I have written button skills, whatever the skill, like this is a skills button dot on click listener. After on click listener, we have written intent. Okay, so what exactly is intent? Intent can be like change the intent returned by get. This holds the reference of the given intent. This does not copy it, often used for conjunction on new intent. Like it's just basically, it is just basically telling you about the main file that should be opened or main file that has to be opened when you are clicking on this particular button. So we have intent. After this intent, it says skills activity class. So what you did was you had to create a new activity. So you can just right click new. Inside this new activity, you can add many activities, whichever you want. Okay. So that was the activity part which we created. Okay. So now after clicking the activity, after creating that activity, it was specified here intent, this particular, which one? This skills activity dot class dot java. Now after writing this line, we wrote start activity like that. Okay, so that is start activity. Which activity? Intent. Intent has the particular file and that will be implemented. So that's it, how we are basically navigating through different buttons. Okay, so now we have even created multiple screens, how which screen looks, what screen should be visible, how exactly. So that part is also cleared. Now the main task is for you guys, like you have to do the modifications on your own for your app. Like you can implement a lot of changes, whatever you like if you're not liking this UI, you can just change your own, create your own, add the data according to you, your own. And I really want you guys to implement this because it's very important for everyone to get the basics and the basic activity done so that your doubts and everything will be cleared. Okay, so this was the basics and this was pretty much it for this video. I hope everybody has understood what we have done in this particular lecture, what we have understood and all. Okay. If you have any sort of doubts and queries, then do comment out. And yeah, like, share and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to press the bell button so that you will be won't be missing out the live videos that we will be coming every day, 6 o'clock. Okay. So yeah, this was pretty much it. And yeah, if you want to follow me and all, you can follow me on Instagram. This is my Instagram ID, or you can, contact me on LinkedIn or GitHub as well. Okay. So yeah, this was pretty much it for this video. Stay tuned for the next part where we will be, understanding what is recycler view. Right now we have created this by normal layout, by normal lists. We will be implementing this into the recycler view. We will be understanding what is recycler view. We will be, customizing the lists item that we have created. Okay. So that video will be like mastering list with Kotlin and recycler view. Okay. So we'll see you in in that video. Till then, see you, have a great day and bye bye. Hello, Swadeep. I'm sorry that you have missed the lecture, but yeah, this video will be there on YouTube. You can make sure to watch the video. And yeah, this was pretty much it. So I was about to wrap up in the video. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Make sure to, yeah, catch me 6 o'clock where we will be understanding more concepts. Okay. So